One more. So pushing the floor away, squeezing the block in a little bit up. You breathe in. And then exhaling. As you anchor the feet down, engaging the thighs, thinking of your posture. Just put your hands on your ribs and start just feeling the movement of the ribs as you breathe in. You want to notice them, how they expand and they open up. Give space for your lungs. Breathe out through the mouth, squeezing your ribs in, down, stomach, inner thighs. And then again, breathing in. Trying to open and stretch the muscles in between your rib cage each time a little bit more. And breathing out through the mouth, squeezing your ribs in, stomach back, inner thighs, trying to stretch your knees. Remember, we're working length. We'll do one more breath in to stretch the lungs. And breathing out through the mouth, really trying to stomach a little bit further in the inner thighs. And keeping with that breath, interlacing our fingers, just take your wrists to stretch here. And then stretch the arms all the way up as you breathe in. Even lift the shoulders up, so just feel a little bit of a space, length, whatever you want to call it. And then as you exhale, plug the shoulders back down, squeeze your stomach in, ribs, inner thighs, everything connects. And imagine it's your core that moves your arms. So if you breathe in as you lift, stretching your core, your rib cage, and as you exhale, engaging the core, the rib cage, and that pulls the arms down, somehow feel that connection. Two more, breathe in. And breathing out. Let's do one last one. Let's leave our arms up. So you breathe in, lift the arms up, stay here. Lift the shoulders up a little bit more, even wriggle out, feel a bit more space. And then exhale, slide them down. And again, breathe in, lift them up. Breathing out, sliding them down. Do two more, yeah? Breathing in, lifting up. Breathe out, down. Last one, breathing in. As you breathe outside, the shoulders down, put your hands on the head, on the back of your head, and just stretch your neck. So you remember, you want your elbows to point to the floor. You're looking at your stomach and pushing it back in space a little bit more as you pull the head down and breathe out. And even here, just check your feet. Notice if one foot is more turned out, more forward. See what your tendencies are. And try to look for balance. So the feet are both looking forward equally, equal pressure. Squeezing the stomach back as you pull the head down. And then on your next exhale, just drop the arms and start rolling all the way down, bending your knees. Trying to really engage your core to stretch your spine. Try and keep your thighs by your chest, by your stomach, your head just drops. Your hands are on the floor and you just want to turn your head to the right shoulder to the left and say no another 2 times. And say yes a couple of times. Let the head just nod freely if you can. Feel the weight of it, feel gravity. And then bend your knees and roll back up. Your head hanging, your arms hanging away from your body. Squeezing your stomach back. Head and shoulders are the last thing to come up. Let's do that 2 more times. So let me rush you. You're just going to breathe in, feel your length. As you breathe out, remember it's your head, shoulders, squeeze your stomach back. You're trying to really roll yourself into a little ball. That's the theme. And using your core, keeping your chin near your chest. Relax the head down. Let it just hang. Feel its weight. And then just turn your head a couple of times. Say no. Then say yes. Nod. And then when you're ready, bend your knees. Roll up. Remember to just let everything hang and let the core mount the spine, one vertebra. Lovely, let's do that one more time. So you can breathe in, breathing out, head, the shoulders, squeezing the stomach back, bending our knees. Try and hold it here a bit longer. So you're going to do the same. Just turn your head to the right shoulder, turn it to the left shoulder. Nod it a couple of times. And then we'll do 4 flat backs here. So stay where you are. I'm just going to come up halfway. stretching your stomachs again. Maybe even your knees if you feel you can. That's it. Open the chest. Really feel like your back bending in those upper body. And then relax again. Bend your knees forward into your legs. Use your core there. Relax the head. Relax it. And again, breathing in. Stretch. Up. That's better. Exhaling back down again. 2 more. Breathing out. See how much you can really stretch your legs, your stomach skin, and put the weight more on your toes than on your heels. And back down. Let's do 1 more. So exhaling to inhale, lift up. And then exhale down, just breathe in here, relax the head. On your next breath out, you want to roll back up. Take your time, articulate your spine. Head is the last thing to come up. Once you're here, facing the front, just let the head drop to the side as you exhale into your tilt. Inhale back up to your center. And again, exhale into the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, do 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale in. Breathe in. Now come to your side bend. As you first move your head, now you're going to move your shoulders, your ribs. You're going to try and reach that right fingertips down the right leg. Inhale, come back up. Exhale. And then go to the opposite side. So you're going to let the head drop. Shoulders, squeeze the feet down, hips forward a little bit to the right. Inhale, come back to the top. 2 more. Exhale, head. Shoulders, squeezing the ribs, the hips. Inhale, coming up. 1 more. Exhaling your head. Shoulders. Inhale, coming back up. Now just hold it at the center and turn your head all the way to the right now. Inhale, come back to center, and then you go to the left. Exhaling as you turn. Inhale, coming back to center, just 2 more. Exhale as you turn. Squeeze your stomach back and straight. Breathe in, back to center. 1 more. Exhale, turn. Inhale, back to center. Now just grab the ball. See if you can squeeze the ball as you exhale and just turn the upper body, so keep looking forward. Push your right hip forward when your right shoulder goes back, you look forward. Breathe in, and then exhale. Push your left hip forward, don't let it go back with your, better. Inhale back to center, so be mindful about it. Don't go too fast, but think of the hips turning away from your upper body. Breathe in. Exhale to the side. Breathe in. We're going to do 3 exhales to the right. So you can exhale a little bit, exhale a little bit more, exhale a little bit more. Inhale back to center. Yeah, you want to squeeze. Squeeze once, squeeze twice, squeeze 3 times. Inhale back to center. 2 more. Exhale 1, exhale 2, exhale 3. Inhale back. 4. 1 last one. Exhale, exhale 2, 3. Inhale, back 4, stretch up, breathe in with the ball or the block in between your hands. As you breathe out, bring your right foot up, squeeze your stomach back. And keep going, do 2 more, breathing in, exhale as you lift, squeeze your stomach back. And inhale, exhale back. 1 more to hold it up, so you're going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, just hold your leg up, squeeze the ball. See if you can balance out your hips and keeping them still. Open the leg. That's your breath in, still breathing in as you drop, breathe out as you come up. And again, breathing in. Down. Exhale, come up. 1 more. Breathing in, open up. Let it go down. Exhale, come up. Just open up to stay turned out. Can you hold it there? Remember to push your elbows out to the side, but drop your shoulders down. So you're squeezing the ball here. That's it. And then you're stretching the arms up and the leg down. And we're lifting again. 3 more times and then holding. Exhaling up. So you squeeze your stomach in. Let's go again, breathing in. Breathing out. Try and push your elbows slightly out. Don't let them hang. So engage the bottom of your arms, yeah. And it also helps engage the lats, the back, the ribs. Exhale as you lift. Good. One more to stay. So you're going to breathe in. And breathe out to hold the leg up. If you can first find that position, that's it. And then grab the foot. Maybe to the calf, bring it to the inner thigh, maybe to the floor. So you can just hold that position today, first of all, really find equal balance in the hips, so not one hip more higher than the other. Lean back, second to lean down, with the elbows up slightly. Try and stretch that left knee. Yeah. The arms in a little bit of a challenge. And then going towards the left, putting the right hip down. Exhale in as you go to the side for 4 seconds. 2, 1, come back up. Lovely. Can you bring the leg to the center and then cross it over? And we'll do one of those stretchy twists. So you're going to breathe in with your feet crossed or not, that's up to you. Just keep 4 corners of the feet against the floor. Lift the arms up straight away. Open the chest. Do a little back bend here. As you breathe out, sit into what would be like a chair, squeezing your inner thighs, trying to lengthen your spine. And then leave the block on the floor or the ball. Push your hands into the floor and your forehead onto your right knee. You want to breathe there deeply and hold it 8 seconds. 7, 6. See if you can stretch the legs anymore. 5. Push the left hip forward. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it there. See if you can just lean on the block, push it forward even, and lengthen the chest. You're going to lift the right arm up, so you're going to do it 3 times. As you breathe out, so you can use the core to twist. See if you can stretch the legs anymore. And then back down. Just 2 more. So as you breathe out, see if you can lift up. That's it, breathe in, drop. Just 1 more. See if you can lift up and hold it up. As a challenge, maybe, try and lift the back foot off the floor, the left toes, and squeeze your left foot to your left hip. So you're just kind of curling your foot in. That's it. You could even stretch the leg if you really wanted a challenge. We're just doing 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, lovely. Drop the arm, drop the leg, drop the head, forehead to knee. Hold it there for a few more seconds. Relax the top of the head. When you're ready, breathe in, look forward, grab the ball, chair position, or the block, and then hold it up. Go a little bit further back, and then back to your chest center of your block. Nice, let's uncross the legs and do this. So we're lifting the left leg up now, 3 times and then a hop. So breathe out and lift the leg up. Squeeze your stomach in. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. One more to hold. So breathe in, lift. Breathe out, squeeze the ball, lift the leg, hold it there, and start thinking of turning the leg out without moving your hips, squeezing the ball, dropping it as you breathe in, squeeze it up as you breathe out, and again, breathing in, dropping it, exhale up. 1 more. And then we'll hold it out, turned out, just for a couple of seconds, try and find that position. Then lower the leg in a Charlie Chaplin turned out style. So you're going to breathe in there and breathe out. Lift the leg up sideways now. Really try and stretch that right knee. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. And again, breathe in. Breathe in. We'll do one more and hold it. So you're going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, find a strong right leg. You can grab your left foot, put it wherever you need to put it to help you. Remember that you want to keep growing. Drop now. The left hip usually lifts. Try and keep your ribs on top of your hips. Hug them in slightly, especially when you lift the arms up if you're going to do that. So find this position. If you want further, lift the arms up. Hug the ribs in a little bit more. And if you want more, go to the right. So you've got 4 seconds to really anchor that left hip down. Go to the right for 3, for 2, 1. And then coming back up, breathe in. Bring the leg forward. And then cross it over. See if you can go straight into your back bend. And straight into that secret. So you're going to breathe in, open the chest. Exhale in. Fold into your chair and then into your forward fold. Hold it there. Put your hands on the floor. Forehead to your left hip. 4 more seconds there. Now stretch your spine as you breathe in. Put your hands on your block. Try to get your block right in front of your chest bone. And it's the left arm that lifts on your breath out. Remember, you want to align your shoulders. The other arm, the left arm goes up. That's it. Try and twist that rib, but push the left hip down to the floor, yeah. And then back down. It helps me to think of pushing the left foot into the floor too. So remember to lengthen the spine to then twist as you breathe out. Better, slide the shoulders away from your ears then. And back down. Really try and use your core, your ribs. So you've got 1 more to hold the arm up. Possibly lifting the right leg up and back. 8 seconds. Try and push the block away. 7, that's it. Even more. Try and lengthen out of the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Drop the arm down. Drop the leg down if it was up. Relax the head. Hold it there. A couple of seconds. Then you're coming back into your chair position. So look forward. All the way up. Slightly back. And then to your chest center. And take a break there, just shoot the legs off. We'll go to the mat now. So when you're ready, go to the back of your mat. We'll start our mat work. So the ball is in between our inner thighs or the block. And we'll roll down. But take your time to roll down. Really feel the spine stretch. So still breathing in, looking for that straight spine. And then curling into yourself as you breathe out. Try to C-shape your spine each time a little bit more using the core. Hold that forward stretch before you start walking forward. So take a moment here. And then walking with your hands to the other side of your mat. And really trying to take your weight, shift it forward onto your fingertips. Push the floor away, hold it there. Try not to keep the head further down than the shoulders, all one straight line, that looks better. Think of your knees stretching. 4 more seconds there, see if you can lift your stomach away from the floor. 3, 2, 1, can you drop the knees down lightly? And then as you inhale, looking up, you want to make sure your knees and hands are under your shoulders and hips. Look up as you breathe in and then start curling the spine as you breathe out. Push the floor away, squeeze the floor. And do that again, breathe in. Open the chest, you're arching your spine, opening the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine and stretching all the back of the body. We're going to do 2 more like that. So you're going to breathe in, look up, breathe out as you roll. 1 more, breathe in, breathe out. Now as you breathe in, see if you can come back to your straight spine And as you breathe out, just lift your shins off the floor. If your wrists hurt, let me know. But you just want to hover about an inch off the floor with your knees. And then drop back down. If you feel your wrists hurt and need a break, just let me know. So you're going to exhale, push into what's like a table. That's the inhale and drop back down. Remember to really try and work the core back into space. We're going to do 5 more as we exhale, we lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. 3 more. Exhale, lift. Squeeze the ball or the block. Inhale, drop. 2 more. Exhale, up. Inhale, drop. 1 more. Maybe keep it up if you can. So lifting the knees off the floor for about an inch. And then try to do 2 cat-cows with your knees not hovering up and down. So you're going to lift up the chest, look up as you breathe in. And then exhale, C-shape your spine with your knees off the floor if possible. And again, breathing in, opening the chest. So your knees are always off the floor during the whole of this movement, yeah. And then exhaling, they're still hovering off the floor, always the same distance, so let them go up and down. Do 1 more. Breathe in, look up, knees hovering off the floor. Now you got it. And breathing out long. Well done. See, you can straight away lift the hips up now, coming to your downward dog. And just hold it there, bending your knees, maybe pushing your chest back and bouncing it. Let's say 8 little bounces here. 7. When I say bounces, it's the chest that bounces. Ideally, the hips don't at all. You'll try maybe even to stretch the knees, press their heels into the floor. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Just drop back into your child's pose. So knees down, block or roll away. Bring your legs together. Your hands reach forward, your hips sit back. You're just trying to breathe deep into the back of your body. Make your breath stretch your spine, calm your nervous system. So think of breathing in, holding the breath in, and finding space in that breath in, feeling the space it gives your body. And then as you breathe out, really try and find the compression, how it squeezes all those internal organs, your stomach goes back, your hips anchor down. You feel the weight of your breath out. Just do 1 more then, breathing in. And breathe. Great. Okay, let's come back on our hands and our knees. We'll just do 1 more here if your wrists are okay. Back with the block in between our inner thighs. And you're going to reach the right arm up, the right elbow up. Exhale it as you lift. And then inhale, drop it down. That's all you're doing. And then going to the other side. What you're trying to do is lift the left elbow up now. Trying to push the left hip down. Don't let it lift up. Look up. And then inhale back as you lengthen the spine. Exhale as you twist it, yeah? Remember that your eyes follow the elbow. So as you push the elbow up, you're trying to look up. Up. And then as it goes down, you're looking at the space in between your hands. And you're trying to align your shoulders in 1 line with your elbow. That looks better. And then back down. And exhale up, twist the head, look up the ceiling, push the hip down, the shoulder up, back down. Let's do 4 last ones. So you're exhaling up. Good, better. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. 2 more. 2 last ones. Exhale up. Inhale down. 1 last one. Exhaling up. Inhale back down. See if you can just hold it up, maybe even stretch your arms. So you're going to lift the right elbow up, then maybe stretch the arm completely, and just work on 8 seconds, trying to really twist your body while you feel your right knee pushing down into the floor, your right hip down, but your right rib is pushing up. Just feel that tug of war between that movement, the shoulders and the hips. And then drop the arm down, go straight to the other side. So you're breathing in to lengthen the spine, because you can always twist more with length. Then pushing the elbow up, then reaching up, looking up, 8 seconds. Think of the left knee now. Push it into the floor, the left hip. Hold it there, 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then drop down. Take the block away again. Just sit back and come into a child's pose, but walking your hands to the right side of your mat. So you want to side bending your child's pose. Just again, remember that when you're to the right side of your mat, you're stretching the left side of your body, especially from your waist to your fingertips. So breathe into that space. And then let's go to the other side, walking far away from us. Try to take the hands to the left side, relax the head down, breathe deep. And remember now you're breathing into the left side, the right side, sorry, of your torso. And when you're ready to walk back to your center, roll up and we'll start working the core, shifting forward into the mat, sitting on the mat with the block in between our inner thighs. So start working already, maybe without arms, reaching them forward, breathing in to breathe out, squeeze the ball and roll down. So you might want to drop the arms and see if you can get the back of your belly button on the floor and your feet still touching. And then come back up on the breath in, maybe stretching the arms if you want a little bit of a challenge. So the arms would be by the side of your ears. And then they'll roll down, kind of arm shoulder height as you roll back, that's it. And then come back up, arms by the side of your ears, if you feel that the shoulders are not tense or the groin. And again, exhale, squeeze the ball. Plug those shoulders, even though they're up, they're away from your ears. Breathing in, lifting up. Exhale, rolling back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. We're going to start our twists. So as you exhale, you've got the option to add a twist, reaching the right arm back, but keeping your feet still on the floor and your hips. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, rolling back, arms come to parallel, or you can stretch to the left, to the left. Breathe in as you come out. Just be careful your groins don't hurt. If they do, grab your legs, we'll have a break. So roll back, reach to the right, and back. Inhale, lift up the arms, the chest. Exhale, rolling, reaching, lengthening as you inhale up. Let's just do 2 last ones. Go on. Exhale, back, reach, inhale, forward and up. Nice. Last one. Exhale, reach, come back up, and now take your time to go all the way down. So as you exhale, roll all your way down to the mat, walk your feet back, take your arms behind your head and start your core work. So arms are just going to start by moving them up and down and just reminding ourselves of the breath. And trying to coordinate all of that with the arms, the breath, the inner thighs working, squeezing the block. All that as you breathe out and then releasing as you breathe in. Also remember that as you squeeze the block, you want to hug your ribs in. I find that often people don't hug the ribs in. Maybe you hug your stomach back, but your ribs still flare open. And just check that, because you need to really... In Pilates, it's called powerhouse. They're not just the core, but the rib cage and the back and the shoulders. They're all like together working as a powerhouse. That's what they call it. So really try and find all that as you just move your arms. So it's not just squeezing the ball, squeezing your stomach back. It's also feeling the ribs connect and the shoulders plug down. And as soon as you kind of reminded yourself of all of that, we could lift our head and shoulders up. And that's if the neck doesn't hurt. If not, you're just working as well by dropping the head and focusing on the area that you want to really work, which is the core at the moment. But just by breathing deeply and just doing the arm movement, head in you want. And we're doing at least 6 more, but take your time, do less if you want to, but make sure that you're thinking and focusing on the right muscles. Your stomach is going back, the ribs going in. Try not to move your hips from a neutral position. Remember that also, sometimes we curl the pubic bone up. You should feel like you're lengthening your lower abdomen. It's not curling up, you're keeping your neutral position. It's as if you're trying to do a little bit of an imprint as you lift your head and shoulders up, and that ideally shouldn't be happening. Good, let's do 2 more. Exhaling still as we lift, squeezing your stomach back with your eyes, that also helps. 1 more, exhaling up. Good, and then drop that down and keep your head down. We're going to start our 100 movement, so your arms are going up and down as fast as you can, no wafty movements. You're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, and squeeze the core. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. It should sound like this. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. See if you can lift your head and shoulders up. Breathe out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 1 more, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your legs up, tabletop. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax your shoulders, look at your stomach. See if you can stretch your legs up. Last 3, go on. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the rhythm. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. Lovely. And grab the ball. Take it behind you. Start lifting head and shoulders and the right leg to a tabletop. And keep going with the sequence. Inhaling back, exhaling, lifting the other leg up, squeezing your stomach back. Exhale up, inhale down. And remember to drop the head and shoulders as you start feeling your neck is tense. Breathe with the legs if you feel that the groin is tense. We've got 3 more, and then the option is to keep doing this or lift both legs together. Keep going. So try not to stop the movement. After you've done your left side, you're trying to lift both legs up. Together, tabletop. Exhale, them both up. Inhale, them both down. Good. Exhale, squeeze your stomach and then the legs lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, squeeze your stomach and legs lift. Inhale, down. Good, let's do 5 more. Come on, nearly there. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale, up. 2 more. Exhale up. After you've done this last one, you're going to do 1 leg kicks. You're going to exhale up, tabletop, and then kick the right leg up only. Straight leg kick it up like you usually would. And then bend it back down. And then the other leg lifts. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you drop. And again, exhale. Keep changing. Stretch the knee. Go on. Even if it doesn't stretch it to the diagonal. But stretch your limbs, that's it. Unless you feel that that's going to hurt your groin. Remember the working stretch the legs as much as possible.
It's not hurting my groin, but I'm like doing an imprint if I lift my leg up that high.
Oh, you're doing an imprint. But how? Okay, yeah. But would you be still doing an imprint if you lifted it up more to the diagonal?
Yeah, like, exactly. Yeah. Like, I feel like pulling up here, like at this point, my back pops down.
Well, that's a good note to take. Well, then keep it bent because it's pulling your pelvis out. Good. Thank you for letting me know that, because that's important. Try to keep it in neutral and keep the tailbone grounded is the first part. And then I'm nagging you about stretching your knees. But yeah, obviously you need to keep everything else in position. So yeah, just keep going. Inhaling back. And we'll do 2 more. You've done your left one. See if you can lift both legs up. So you're both up and both back down. That's it. And again, exhaling up. Inhale back down. Exhale up. Good. And again, if you notice a tension in the groin also, don't forget about it. Give yourself a break. But I do want to do 5 more. We're trying to increase each time a little bit more. 4 more. We're nearly there. 3 more. Stomach in, shoulders down. 2 more. Good. Now just kick your right leg up and do right leg kicks. That's it. So you're doing up and down with a straight right leg. All the way down with the leg, all the way up with your leg, head and shoulders maybe also. That's it. Breathe in. Breathe out as you lift. Breathe in. Breathing out. Great. Keep going. Just 3 more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Last one. Now as you bring it back down, keep the movement going, Eddie. So you're going to bend your knee, take the arms back, then stretch the left knee up, and then kick it straight down. So you can keep doing this without stopping. So you keep working the core. That's it. I think I timed this the other time we did it. It's about 10 minutes of non-stop core actually. So that's quite good. No? Let's do 2 more. Exhaling up. Inhale down. And just warning you, we're nearly done. So the 10 minutes is leaving more of the core. Kick it or bend it back down. That's the leg. And then just bring your ball in between your inner thighs. And start your imprints into neutral. So a little break here just to, ideally, you're still working the core just as hard. You're putting your hands in your hips just to feel your hip position and just making sure that you're in neutral with the 3 bones, hip bones and pubic bone in one line. And then working your core so it lifts up into an imprint and then inhaling back into neutral. And just try to feel the core lift the hips up. This movement can be really easy or really quite challenging. And the challenging part about this is to try and lift your hips into an imprint without using your legs except for your inner thighs. You're trying to use your core to lift your hips up. Just like you would to lift your head and shoulders up. Same way, same feeling. As you lift your tailbone off the floor a little bit into that imprint, again notice if your ribs are flaring. Mine do unless I tell myself not to. So you're hugging your stomach in and squeezing the ribs in. Don't let them flare out as you lift the tailbone up. And once you've kind of got that sussed, keeping still 4 corners of your feet against the floor. Maybe add your arms by taking your arms behind your head and your tailbone down as you breathe in. And then lifting them up as you breathe out. That's it. So your arms are coordinating with your hips. As your hips go up, your arms go by your hips. And as your hips go down, your hands go behind your head. And already that's quite confusing to some people. Now that's enough of a challenge. But if you want more, you could lift also your head and shoulders up. I'm going to breathe in and out doing this movement. The one you've chosen is for you today. You're going to do it 6 more times. So you're breathing in, breathing out, squeezing your stomach. Still try to use your core to do all of this movement. Hardly at all your hips, the back of your hips, yeah, your glutes. Try and forget about all that. It's your core that's moving your spine. Exhaling up. Just 2 more. Inhale. Exhale up. 1 more. Now, when your hands go back, your hips, keep them there. Drop the head and the hips down. And then start coming into your full bridge when you're ready. Rolling all the way up on the exhale down. To lift higher as you breathe in. Inhale there, and now as you exhale, roll yourself back down. Again, use your core. Try to really make your spine ripple down because of your core. Breathe in at the bottom and then breathe out. Squeeze your stomach in, ribs, inner thighs, curl, and then use your feet, your hands to stretch even further into that position. Breathe in at the top, and then breathe in out, roll back down. Let's do 3 more. So you're breathing in, doing nothing, to breathe out and roll up. See if you can lift any higher there. Good. Breathe in, and breathe out, roll down. 2 more. See if you can walk your feet right under your knee joint. I feel like you can get them a little bit further, not too tight that you feel, to compress, but yes, a little bit tighter. That's it. Just do 2 more like that. Exhale, rolling up. Good. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, roll it back down. Okay, we're going to do 1 more and stay up. Just warning you of what's coming once you're up before you go up there, so you don't have to think about it too much. You're lifting up, and then 8 seconds one stretch leg, then 8 seconds the other one, and then maybe you can try and get into half a wheel by putting your hands behind your shoulders and coming up onto the top of your head. Yeah? So let's do it. That's it. Go ahead. Don't let me stop you. So you're finding your bridge. Just grounded 4 corners of the feet. Sometimes that goes a little bit wonky. Make sure your palms press down. Good. Squeezing the block. When you're ready, lifting 1 leg diagonally. Still squeezing the block. Try not to drop that right hip. 4 more seconds. That's all. 3, 2, 1. Drop that leg down and then do the other leg. Same thing. So you're lifting it up for 4 seconds. Try and square your hip bones. That's quite a challenge there. 3, 2, 1. Drop the leg down. And now, if you feel like it, you put your hands, fingertips face your shoulders on the top of your head or all the way up. Be gentle. Keep squeezing the block, grounding the feet, stretching for 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and slowly ripple back down. Be careful, chin to chest, and all the way down. Lovely. Good. Take the ball away or the block. Bring your thighs to your chest. All done. Give yourself a hug so you're doing the opposite movement. Maybe grab your legs by lifting your head and shoulders so you can get tight. Hold your opposite arms and then try and really keep that compressed as you drop the head and shoulders back down. That compressed legs as you exhale, and then loosen them up as you inhale. You always want to compress the legs a little bit more as you breathe out. At the same time as you're compressing the legs though, try to ground your tailbone gently onto the ear. So you'll find that it stretches more, and apart from that also opens up the spine, but it also gives the groins a good stretch there. Do 1 more squeeze as you exhale in that position. Nice. And then just let the legs go. See if you can push yourself all the way back into your plow position. So you're going to just see if your neck is okay here. If you feel it's a little bit tender, let me know. Maybe put your hands behind your lumbar spine with your elbows together. Lift up into your shoulder stand if that feels alright. Keeping your left toes facing the ceiling. See if you can drop the right leg down. Breathe in as you drop it to the floor. And then breathe out as you lift it back up. And again, don't let the hips drop. Keep reaching the top leg up as you drop the other leg down. Exhale up. Keep doing that 2 more times. That's it. Keep that top leg working the hips up. 1 more time. Okay, see if you can do both legs. Down as stretched as possible and then up together. Squeezing the stomach in. Lift them back up. Do that again. If you breathe in when you go down, try and feel that stretch there. And then breathe out, squeeze the core to lift up. Good, hold the legs there. See if you can bend your knees now. Do that teaser, it's called. You're going to twist your knees. No, twist your knees together to the right. That's it. That's the Pilates version. Stretch up and then to the other side. So we're doing 2 more. Try and get those knees right down by twisting the hips. That's it. And again. Good. Try and not let the shoulders lift off the floor. Make it twist you all the way around. Great. And then come back down. Come back down into your plow. From your plow, just hold it there a couple of seconds. When you're ready to roll down, then roll down with control. Lovely. Good. And find your way up, Hedy. See if you can maybe even do a little bit of a transition onto your stomach. It's up to you how you get there. We're just going to do my favourite. One leg on our forehead, on our hips, just to finish off there. So forehead's on the floor. Remember that you're not lifting, you're lengthening. Your feet are, soles of the feet are facing the ceiling. Try not to turn your legs out, but they're hip distance apart. And then you're going to lift the right leg and the left arm up as you breathe in. And then drop them down. And then lift the other leg, other arm. And keep going. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe out as you drop. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe in out as you drop. At least 6 more. Keep looking for length. Keep looking for balance in the weight of your hips. Don't let yourself roll onto one side of the mat. Nice with your limbs. They look so much more lengthened. Well done for that, for remembering. That's it. When you're next on your right, lift it up to hold it up there. Right leg, left arm. When you're ready. 8 seconds. 7, 6. Keep pushing the floor away with your hips and forehead. Plug the shoulders down, but lengthen the legs. Your leg is looking a lot longer. Good. And then drop down, other leg, other arm, lift away from each other. When you're ready, 8 seconds. 7, good. 6, keep looking for that balance. Nice, plugging the shoulder down. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and drop. You've got 2 legs, 2 arms to finish off there. You're nearly there, so just plug the forehead, the hips down, and then lengthen your arms away from your legs. Feel like you're holding the ceiling up with the sole of your feet. Good. Lengthen the arms a little bit more, then use your back muscles. But open your chest. Open your chest for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Lovely. Drop down. Just wiggle your hips there, and we're going to go straight back into a child's pose when you finish the movement. So push into the floor and stretch back. Maybe keep your knees open to open a little bit more the chest if that feels good. Maybe you could even get your chest to the floor. Try and sit your hips back. Your big toes should be touching. And even with your hips, see if you can find, I know it's not easy, especially if you feel a little bit tense in that area, but here especially feel like you're doing, you know when we do cat-cow position, your cow position here, so your tailbone is kind of arching. I'd say arching, but I don't mean arching, but the feeling is that you're lengthening it. Yes, that looks a lot better. And just breathe here, 1 deep breath. See if you can really try to open the chest. Getting it to touch the floor. Lovely. Roll back up. Take your time to sit onto your heels. Bring your knees together. I'd like to finish in a rabbit position, if that's okay. Yeah. Just do a couple of breaths there. So your forehead is trying to get to your knees. You're grabbing your heels with your thumbs outside of your ankles. You've got it. Sliding your shoulders away from the floor, nice and deep. And now try to really lift the hips up and breathe deep. So look at your stomach, blow out like a balloon as you breathe in and stretch all your spine there. And then breathe out and squeeze it back up and in. And just do 2 more deep breaths like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Do 1 more. Really grab hold of those heels tight and lift your hips up and over. Walk your knees to your forehead. Most of this last deep breath. Good. And then drop the hips down. Start rolling up to a sitting position. And finish. Just wiggling up, trying to find a little bit of space with 1 deep breath. So you're just trying to stretch the arms out, find space between your hips and your shoulders. Lift the shoulders up even to find a little bit of space in the lung area. Also keep reaching up, wiggling up, breathe in, hold it there. And then as we breathe out, just try and slide the shoulders down, hug the ribs in, keep that length there in the spine. Arms together, down through the center. And thank you very much.